Hyung, please tell me now. Jin really had enough of Jungkook, who was nagging at him from the last 10 minutes. Look, Jungkook, I'm telling you one last time that I'm not the one who can allow anyone to come here. Or not. As from Namjoon, if he allows, it is not our house. Jin unintentionally yelled at his brother, who instantly felt hurt by his words, which made his eyes teary. You changed after Yoma and Appa's death. Jungkook ran in his room through stairs after saying this, and Jin didn't know how to react after hearing those words from Younger's mouth. Jin came out from his blank state when he heard a loud sound. It's when he put the magazine aside and ran upstairs. His heart skipped a beat when he saw that door was locked from inside. Jungkook never does that. He ran to the door and knocked non-stop at the door, but there was literally no response. He was scared. These words were not enough to tell what the things were going on in his mind and heart. Loud little sobbings and hiccups made it the worst. He took out his phone with trembling hands and called Namjoon, who picked up his call in the first ring like any other time. Come home fast. It was the only words Jin uttered when talking to Namjoon, and Namjoon, who was just at the main door of the house, ran inside without any second thought. Hyung, is everything alright? Namjoon stopped outside the room where Jin was continuously knocking and calling for Jungkook. Jungkook, he locked himself inside. Jin said these words with a hiccup. Namjoon didn't even wait for a second before running towards his own room. Within a minute, he was there with the keys, and they instantly unlocked the door. And the sight of Jungkook cuddling with himself in the room with a photo frame of their parents broke their heart. Jungkook, both of them ran towards the shocked Jungkook, who quickly wiped his eyes and hid the photo frame behind his back. The next thing he knew that he was being engulfed in a strong hug by both of the sides. Why would you do that? You know how worried we were? Namjoon roared at the Jungkook, who hung his head down due to the shame. Now they will see him as a weak and crybaby. He was sure about that. Cookie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to make you feel like that I changed, or I don't care about you anymore. Jin's voice was enough to tell others that how hurt he was. But Jungkook, he was feeling like a stupid to make the other one feel like that. He himself don't know that why those words came out of his mouth. How is he? Namjoon asked Jin as soon he came out of the bedroom. He just slept. Namjoon followed Jin to the living room as he had some things to ask and get clarified from the older one. What happened to Jungkook? Asked Namjoon after taking a seat on the couch. I kind of yelled at him, and he said that I changed after the death of Yoma and Appa. Jin was feeling immense guilty while saying those words. He failed to take care of Jungkook as a brother. He needed to take care of him even more than before, but all he did was just yelling at him, and didn't even try to understand the feeling of the younger. He must be missing their parents a lot. Guess we need to give him more time, or more like to make him engaged in some other activities so he would not feel alone or such rubbish thoughts won't come in his mind. Namjoon expressed his thoughts, and Jin was more than angry with him at this point. You are right. We need to give him more attention. So let's go for the amusement park tomorrow. Namjoon offered an idea out of nowhere, which made Jin furrow his eyebrows. Suddenly? Yes, I'm more than sure that Jungkook could enjoy there a lot. Or more like ask him to bring his friends there too, and you may invite Hyung too. It will create a new and healthy environment for him, said Namjoon, showing his dimple smile. Hey, Jinhyung will kill me. Please don't do this. Jungkook was literally crying in front of his buddies who were ready to throw a paint from the bucket on the first person who will enter in the house. Jungkook knew that Jin will beat him if he came out that person, but his friends were nowhere close to do any change in their plan. No means no. It is your punishment to not invite us in this lavish mansion before. You didn't even tell us that you have ton of video games. Taeyong pronounced each and every word very clear to make their intention clear to his friend who was winning in front of them. You are right, T. And it would be so funny. Jimin laughed, showing his eyes smile with a little bouncing. Hey, someone is coming. Taeyong got alert after the command of Jimin, who almost hopped on the shoulder of Jungkook to see the prank as his height always reached him. If it was any other time, Jungkook would have laughed his lungs out, but now he was more worried about himself to laugh at their little prank. 1, 2, 3. Taeyong dropped the hanging bucket upside down, which made Yoongi get blue from the paint. Jin! Yoongi yelled while almost crying after seeing his own condition, paint dripping down from his face, shirt, and everywhere. Who did this? Jin came from the kitchen as soon as he heard him. Yoongi, how dare you to abuse here? Don't you know kids are here? What is this? Jin got a mini jump scare when he literally saw an alien in the doormat. Is it you? Asked Jin while going to Yoongi with the careful steps, not wanting to slip on the liquid at the floor. No, it is my ghost. Jin just made an O face and started to reduce the distance between them carefully. But when he was just 2 hands away from the Yoongi, he saw Yoongi got kicked by. Jin got aside a little to see Hoseok on the floor, and before he could get aside too, Yoongi landed on him, making both of them fall in the pool of paint, and now they all were wailing. Almost feeling like frenetic non-stop laughing sounds were echoing in the living room from behind the pool, but it got freezed as soon they all glared at them. Hoseok tried to get up, but he slipped again on the floor, and this time he accidentally landed on Yoongi's back, who was laying on the floor like a dead person. You, get up of me! Yoongi tried, while almost swimming on the floor, to throw the Hoseok out of his bag, and it made Namjoon laugh his heart out, who just entered in the house, wondering about the droplets of blue color on the door. But a glare from all of them made him shut his mouth instantly. Hyung, please save us. Jungkook was literally shaking Namjoon's shoulder to ask him to save them. You know, if they somehow got saved by Jin, then too they have no hope for Yoongi. He'll kill them alive. Taeyong and Jimin remembered that how Yoongi twisted their ears last time. How come that cat Hyung came here? He really made our ears bleed. Taeyong started to fake crying, and Namjoon panicked after seeing Taeyong cry. But what literally made him scared a little when Jimin said, Stop your fake crying, T. No one is gonna fall in your tricks, so stop it. And within a second, a pout replaced his crying face, and Namjoon just was looking at them with their wide eyes open. Hyung, he's always dramatic like this. Please do something now. Jungkook went jumping over at the couch with Jimin and Taeyong following him. Hyung, please. What can I do? And it is all your fault. I can't do anything. Namjoon tried to back off from the situation as he remembers Jin's sap from the last time when he broke the plate. But guess he'll have to show some courage. And who can say no in front of these cute and extra innocent faces? But all his courage left the chat when he saw all of them coming out of washroom after a bath. Hyungs, they were just prank. Get aside. Hyung, please. Get aside. Hobi Hyung, you too. Yoongi pushed Namjoon to side, and now road was clear for the rest of them to end this prank.